Alright, we have a couple of things happening. First of all, a new feature, the guild. Yes, it took like almost a year for the game to actually implement, player-friendly, congregation feature.
So, is this the typical format where you get a friend and then you can use some of their units, basically,
You
if they're
see, but
online?
also Vincent actually shows up, and be prepared to not see him for a while, also with his Jin Kazama costume, because in this very chapter he basically joins the party at the very end, so there's no real fight where you can actually use him, and it's gonna be a while before we get to the next OG chapter. Again, what the guild does, Jova, is that it simply put, not forces, but encourages player to gather together, not necessarily needing each other to solve their problems, but it gives a helping hand in case you wanna try the co-op mechanic for some of the fights. Which otherwise you won't have to rely on complete strangers searching, that are searching at the same time as you. If you're in a guild, you can coordinate your efforts better, technically. And these will technically evolve into proper competitions called guild battles. Again, I will not show those, but what they consist is that, as I think I mentioned in a previous part, the game drops a mob, a specific type of mob, all the guilds tend to fight it, in a specific manner, and the one that performs better gets ranked, higher than others. Simple as that. So there's never a complete PvP so far. Maybe it will happen later, who knows. Right now, because it was just introduced, I was actually wondering, who to join because, it was very fresh, so I was wondering who would have been ideal to actually join. But in this case, too much capacity. The one that I ended up choosing, which I think it will be shown later, as I'm about to pick, so far is actually being pretty consistent in actually also ranking decently enough. Not on the top, but at least getting close to the higher stratus. So they're actually pretty cool
I
people.
wonder.
There you go, the lucky 7.
Do you have any whales on your team, which helps your
I don't know.
72?
I don't know and I don't ask. You
Fair
have to
enough.
realize,
That
Jova, when it comes to multiplayer games, I tend to prefer the concept of the silent pop stomper, just showing up, demolishing the rest of the server, saying hi in the chat, and then departing.
You know what? That's fair and fine.
So here's how it works with the guild. Again, logo decided by the guild master. Exchange, because you get a unique currency for the guild, which you can exchange with something that I will show it. You get, announcements so you have an easier way to see announcements, and you get a specific set of daily missions that gets you extra rewards. And the guild actually grants you percentage bonuses to all different aspects of the game, like the loot that you get from the highway, from the chocobos, from the battles potentially, better percentages on how you craft your materials, for example, and so on. And the chat serves also to actually properly talk. You even get stickers, again, a staple from Gacha, which also is an excuse to have themed stuff for particular event. And yes, it's a big convenience moment, but you might have noticed. But yes, I do use a K-Sip avatar. Shut up. And the rewards that so far you can get for the guild exchange is the joke weapons. Some of these are standard that were also in the OG game, like the trumpet shell for Casey, for the nail bat for Cloud, but they had to create specific new one for characters that did not add it, like a squeaky hammer for Glenn, a rubber band gun for Lucia, and so on. They actually get pretty creative, and I'll be able to show them eventually. As for the guild missions, the daily guild missions, they are pretty easy stuff. If you're performing the dailies of, the regular game, you will get these, on your own as well. It's just an extra bit to give you more goodies. Now I'm going to showcase a couple of weapons that I got for Vincent, because again, new character, so they shower you with tickets to get some of his stuff.
Sword off. Jeez.
Gunshot, I guess. Anyway, time properly for the next chapter. which means that it encompasses in 3 parts, Chapter 7, our home times. First Gongaga, the next part will be Cosmo Canyon, and the third one will be Nibelheim.
They're here. They're really here.
You sound so excited.
Excited to beat the shit out of them, I guess.
She also has the
Yeah,
high
thank
ground.
you. High ground with a potential pipe bomb on her, that maniac.
No, she's just super short otherwise, so she's trying to be intimidating. Yeah. See, she's short.
It's been a while. Payback time for what you did in Sector 7.
Oh, sorry, do you
all
want to
we
get
did was-
beaten up some more?
I mean, all we did was level that place, but you beat me up. You're the real bad guys.
Totally. So yeah, in this case, if I recall correctly, unlike in the original where you just fight Reno and Rude, in here, if I recall correctly, you fight all 3 Turks at the same time already.
Interesting twist, but okay.
Again, it's just for having a bit more flavor.
Get lost, will ya? I love it. It's like the Turks try to act serious. I don't like being taken for a fool. Oh, then you'll hate Advent Children in Reno. Not taking another step.
Right. Again, it's still...
These guys mean serious business, yo.
It still boggles my mind that... oh, and of course, yes, we also have a triple tactic special attack. I don't remember if I managed to... yeah, I killed Elena before I managed to trigger it, so they will just have to perform a normal combo. But...
Oh,
it still boggles my mind that in Advent Children they decided to turn Reno and Rude more for the original comedic side, which I didn't mind personality. In the process, they decided to completely remove their special techniques for some reason.
I suppose from what you've told me, originally they were played up more for laughs in the original Japanese version, and it was the English version of 7 that made them more serious. The problem
But that's
was...
just in the way they talk, you know, in gameplay they still did this, you know, that wasn't
I was about to get
exclusive.
I was about to get to that, though. It's like, the problem is, if that was supposedly meant to, like, correct from that, then Advent Children overcorrected, since, like, nah, Reno and Rude weren't just, like, the comedic humor bits. They were kind of jokes, to the point where... Okay, remind me, is it only in the extended version where they actually get to take out the other 2 Sephiroth,
no, it's only it's in theatrical
components?
one. In the extended it happens, but they do survive.
I'm out of here.
Okay, Sonic.
I'll report to Sing.
I'm totally telling on you for this.
I'm telling you that. I'm telling Dad about it.
Well, you know she would like to call Sang Daddy.
What's best about just beating the Turks? Beating them with the fattest drip.
Yes. Remind Tio. In the gacha, do they include the gimmick about Rude not attacking Tifa?
No,
She's on
because
the party?
otherwise the game will be way too easy on that front, admittedly.
Hey, wasn't that weird? It's like they knew we were coming. I mean, she did kind of say that when you arrived.
That's because, again,
Yeah.
in the original it was just Reno and Rude there, and I think Anna showed up only later. I don't remember exactly the scripting. You don't get to fight only Reno and Rude here, regardless, in the original, so...
I guess they're trying to make Elena more a part of the group officially.
It's also because, remember, in Rebirth, a lot of the scenes that included Reno, you know, have hair because Keiji Fujiwara passed away in the meantime.
Did they follow us? No, they couldn't have. There weren't any signs of it, unless they're smarter than they seem to be.
No, sorry, Cloud. They really just operate on a single brain cell. Basically, the good Turks left after before Crisis ended.
And that means, unless we count brown hair from, well, okay, to be fair, that's a new
Cisne.
addition made in Ever Crisis.
That's the thing
But
also.
there's a Shinra spine.
She's more redhead than brown. Of course it's Yuffie.
What?
I don't even want to think about there being a spy. I trust everyone.
That's right.
Funny, not that long ago, Cloud, you were like, "Ugh, I don't trust anyone because I'm a moper."
Is that a reactor?
That's the best quality, Claude. Trusting everyone, including me.
Yes,
Why-
beyond
why
all
did you
logical
say that?
reason, I even believe Katesif, despite the fact that at this point in the story, he's robbed us multiple times.
There's a village too. Let's check it out.
I'm pretty sure we won't curse this village to a death like we did the other ones.
Welcome to Gongaga.
What a lovely place. Just before sunset, they arrived at the desolate village of Gongaga, site of a horrible reactor accident that occurred years ago.
See, we didn't curse it, it was already cursed.
Well, there's still people living here. Well, not for much longer. Nothing else.
Sadly, aim to already, squash their expectation in advance. They meet an elderly couple who claim their son is a soldier. Hoping to find clues to Sephiroth's whereabouts, they accept the couple's invitation to visit their home. Sadly, no tank Ceratops fight, which is a crime against humanity.
That's a weird omission to make.
Even in Rebirth, tank Ceratops is one of the few monsters who did not get a conversion. It's very weird.
Zach's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, no point in keeping that twist a secret.
I love that in order to make sure that the entire party is where the houses had to be made bigger.
Oh, you travelers! Hey, wait! That glow in your eyes. Are you a soldier?
What glow? He barely emotes.
Oh, you're right!
Yeah.
Do you know our son?
It's been close to 10 years since he left for the city, saying that he didn't want to live in the country.
Well, he probably didn't want to live in a rundown village. Like, seriously, guys, you could fix that stuff.
Hey, come on.
I don't know any Zach.
Yeah,
No, I said Zach, not Isaac.
yeah, Tifa already nailed her head. Yeah.
Zach.
Hey, Arif, you want to maybe speak up about that?
Do you know him, young lady?
I remember he wrote us 6 or 7 years ago, saying that he had a girlfriend. Could that have been you? He mentioned that she constantly was trying to sell flowers to everyone up 10 market price.
What? I have no comment on the flowers.
He
Why?
needs to think about it.
Zach.
Yeah, Tifa also knows, but we know why she's not elaborating.
It is, okay, again, like I said, it is true that Tifa is deliberately not speaking up, but there's still the fact that, yeah, you can actually choose who to speak of, and I think I'm going to show you both. But there's also the fact that she is doubting a bit herself because of the physical and emotional trauma she received during the Nibolem accident, so she believes, her memory to be a bit scrambled as well, even though she's technically correct in remembering.
I recall some stuff like this in the original, but I forget if the game gave you the choice to talk to
it influences also the affinity
right,
with the characters
the golden
and who
soccer
do you get
dad.
over the date.
Zach.
Is
the heck
Zach all
is
you
this
can
Zach
say
guy?
now?
You know, the weird thing is, the half anniversary event shows that Cloud actually does remember who Zach is, which is
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I guess you can
Weird.
chalk it up to, being transported into metaverse, unlocked his memories.
No, I don't.
I thought you were going to say Zach again.
I don't know, Tifa. It sounds actually kind of familiar when you say it enough. Almost like it could help me with some therapy or something.
Also, she's a bad liar. In this moment.
She's lucky that Cloud really likes her. Your face tells me otherwise.
And he has the brain density of a potato in this moment.
I told you I don't.
Then why were you walking away, not shaking your head, going, Zach?
Copying Aerith.
All right.
Again, if remake is anything to go by, Jova, remember, there's more affinity between Aerith and Tifa at this point.
It just sounded a lot like you, leaving town and saying, I'm joining Soldier.
I came back. He came back though, did he?
Remember,
Yeah, I came back just fine. Picture perfect and mentally sound.
also, Jova, remember what Deltarune teaches us. You cannot, you don't just have to make polycules out of everything. Sometimes it
You
might
can
be a bad
have the battle
decision.
thruple! You must really be something, making it in Soldier out of a group like that.
Getting
Sure.
out- I'm more impressed with the fact that I survived and didn't get horribly mutated like a lot of people on Soldier do.
Yeah, Carl, have you ever wondered why that is?
Because
Something to do with Hojo.
I really respect you, Cloud.
also remember, because he wasn't tainted by Genesis' accursed words.
Well, then why were you yelling at me when I was trying to...
Anyway, let's yeah, work hard.
I worked hard for it. Well, I worked hard for it. I am my own unique person. I'm no one's living legacy.
Black-hearted hero, blade-hearted villain. I am all I am. All I am. Yeah.
Hard work pays off, huh?
Oh, yes it does, especially when you're trying to impress or crush them all those years ago.
Cloud, thanks for caring.
Despite my rugged exterior, it's what I do best.
That's what I do.
He tries.
Well, aside from constantly clattering into things because that sword's waving around on your back.
It's okay, the magnet keeps it in place.
No, I was all more about, because the sword's waggling all over the place, you keep knocking stuff over.
I'd like to imagine
There is a
Cloud has
degree of
enough coordination around
The
that.
remake saga showcase, but there's a degree of mobility. It's just a matter of putting it on a side.
Don't, whatever you do, don't have Cloud in the museum with the sword.
So yeah, let's go instead back in time to check what Aerith wants. It's one of the few times I do for the sake of having more dialogue.
I am surprised
Just
you didn't
save
end-
scumming to get all the dates. That's what's really happening here.
I do appreciate that you can do that even in the gacha. Aerith seems really shaken. I should go talk to her.
To give you an idea, Jove, I think I mentioned already, when the chapter with the date got released, the developers were so committed to the players enjoying whatever they want that they even gave basically a chart saying, if you want a date with this person, do these things.
Oh,
That's cool.
So in this version, you don't have to worry too much about the affinities, basically, since
Well,
it sounds
you
like
do,
in the gacha version they
you
give
do,
it to you.
but you still have to perform in a specific manner, basically. The game basically reads what you have done in the previous chapters that you did. If you change an option there, it registers as such.
Right, yeah, I think I recalled asking earlier, and you did mention that, if you replay a chapter
But again,
change a
it's
certain
not for
choice,
now.
yeah.
I didn't know Zach was from this town.
You know him?
He
was only
him.
Also, interesting enough, we moved the location of the cemetery.
Didn't I tell you? He was my first love.
Oh, don't tell me you guys did it in the cemetery.
Actually, more in
No.
the church, I guess.
Zach,
Well,
soldier first class, same as you.
well, you know what they say, holy sex and all that.
I prefer
We
the high
didn't
life
do it
club.
in a holy ground, okay?
Strange. There aren't that many who make first class, but I've never heard of him.
Hey, come on.
Wonder if he was as fly as I am.
That's alright. That's all in the past now. I was just worried because I heard he's been missing.
Hear that, shipper? She said it's all in the past, which means it's still okay to ship her with Cloud.
No, it isn't.
Even though...
I think it was 5 years ago. You went out on the job and never came back.
You know that's how they're gonna register it, right, though?
There's
Although,
something that I
to be
learned
fair-
over the years is that waifu wars are bullshit.
He loved women, a real ladies man. He probably found someone else.
He died, Aerith. Goddamn. In fact, I think she kind of is... I mean, Crisis Core kind of hints she can sense he died, so... Damn, Aerith, really?
A case where she's also lying, potentially.
True.
You also have to remember that in Remake Rebirth, there's also the fact that she apparently has eyesight of the timelines in some capacity. It's weird.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Like I said, it would not be square if they didn't include some needless complications to stuff.
Poor guy, yeah, there you go.
Poor guy. I hope he gets in touch. Well, he will with Aerith. Sephiroth, in fact, will help out with that. Good guy, that one.
I don't really mind that I haven't heard from him.
Liar!
But I feel for his parents. I'm gonna get some air even though I'm outside already.
Alright, but don't go too far. You might get, well,
Too much
shanked or
hair.
something.
Fine.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'll give Cloud and Airshippers credit. Square were not exactly innocent with how much they shipped them, even after Advent Children, which more or less laid the groundwork that the
Next
canon
day,
is Cloud and
friends are some
Tifa.
by a resident of the village who is not evil, don't worry.
And it's not a portal, so no hijinks. Thank you all for coming. The reason I called you here is to ask for your assistance. Since the reactor disaster, many residents have up and left. It's getting hard to cope with the growing number of monsters around here.
Also gonna ask us to find your dentures.
And you want us to keep the population in check.
Does that mean we get to fight Triceratops?
You would
No.
think, right? No problem. We need to figure out where Sephiroth went anyway. I'm sure the monsters will be a great help in telling us which way he went. After we kill them, of course. Specifically after we kill them. Oh, you'll help us? Oh, thank you. Oh, but don't worry about Triceratops. We killed him already.
Damn.
Sure. Come on, guys.
According to Machina Bridge, it was franchised into his own 80s cartoon, Triceratops and the Vehiculosaurus.
Honestly, I don't even get why leaving out Triceratops. He's a pretty standout boss, too.
It's not even a boss, so it's just a rare monster that you encounter in the area.
Well, you get what I mean, though. It's like, it's such an iconic standout that you'd think, if anything, they'd make him a boss for
Anyway,
whatever
new
Christ
Tifa
is.
costume that I got in the meantime. Outside of not okay. It's a gray skirt instead of a black one. More high boots and a blue sweater. I think it's supposed to be. I think I'm gonna show it in the victory pose.
She's dressed like Elmira.
Okay.
Also, I forget if you mentioned it, but is there like a way to actually select which victory pose gets shown off for each battle manually in this game?
I get to choose the character you are currently selecting. Showcases, is prioritized in their victory pose.
Okay.
Like you want to have have Aerie, for example, front and center, and the battle while selecting her. Simple as that.
Wait a minute.
Whew, I think we managed to clear this area.
That was almost too easy. My best guess as to why they didn't include Triceratops is, like you mentioned, it's technically a rare enemy and maybe they were trying to save assets, but I don't know.
For
You
this
could have
game, I
made him more
justified more.
recurring, at least.
For this game, I justify it more because it's not the first time it happened. But Rebirth is what baffles me because otherwise, 97% of the monster roster is there.
That is very weird in that case. Then we'll just keep looking. But first, we ought to let the old man know we're done.
Basically, this is just minor pandering because in the original you didn't do this kind of thing.
Hey, old man, we're back! I'm glad to see you're all right. Thank you for dealing with those monsters.
I'm old.
On behalf of the people, let me offer my gratitude and ask for your help with another matter.
Let us thank you by asking you for another favor.
You see, some other monsters have been ravaging our fields and ruining our crops.
Did they also deliver a plague upon your front doorstep?
Don't forget the poisoning the water supply.
That's awful. Don't worry, we'll run them off.
And by run them off, she means slaughter them, Sephiroth style.
I mean, I would make the joke with Anakin saying I slaughter them like animals, but this is literal.
Right, Cloud? I mean, we still have a clue where to go.
Yeah, sure. Unless this is tied to Remake, in which case you should know where we need to go.
But she needs to act the part, Drova.
It will be interesting if by the time Remake finishes up, Ever Crisis is still going, and the twist is that Ever Crisis is actually one of the many multiverses, and that's how they justify bringing Aerith back to be continued playable outside of events.
Well, like I said, Drova, I'm pretty sure that the framing device is that this is following its own alternate universe, which explains some of the minor changes that are applied here, like for example why some events are cut away or why Yuffie joins earlier like that, while at the same time having stuff like each thing in the portal being an alternate universe on its own that a character crossover with. It's worth noting that the events of the Pearl Soldiers had to be in the same timeline of a remake because the big clue, as I mentioned at the end of remake, is what breed of dog is the icon of the stamp, on the propaganda machine, and the big old timeline means it's the one of remake. So as far as Glenn is concerned, the events of TFS did happen before remake, but these ones could be their own thing. And again, the entire fulcrum of Remake and Rebirth is to tell that there are different, universes where the story is told, sometimes differently, but the whole time janitors thing, the arbiters of fate, to make sure that everything is in place because that's how it has to be, because otherwise the fans get mad.
I was about to ask, given how Rebirth went, do you think that was always part of the plan, or do you think they backtracked a little bit because of them being afraid of backlash of them changing
when it comes to the identity
much?
of the Arbiters of Fate and what they did, no, I'm pretty sure, that they stuck around, they didn't really change that much, it was still the idea. But they did what they did suggested at the end of remake, that the whole we change our fate was just an excuse to have the events acting with a bit of of a more leeway. Like for example, having the location of the Temple of the Ancient geographically being another place. You'll be able to see when we get to Rebirth, for example. Anyway.
Maybe they made the reactor, at least what's left of it, their new home.
Hello, we're back. Huh? Oh crap, we died before we get back.
Goodness, there's still in one piece, I see.
Whoa, that looks bad. What happened? Are you okay?
If you try to look more concerned and not smirk at the man dying.
That's my default. Whatever.
Oh, I was attacked by a monster near the reactor.
Was it Tank Ceratop?
Who the fuck is he? Why do you keep mentioning him? I'm alright. They took my supplies, and I can't run my business without them.
The monster mugged you. There's a reason we avoid that area. It's far too dangerous for anyone. What with the monster mafia? I mean, again, monsters who just beat people up and nick their supplies.
Cloud!
Yes, Yuffie, I know. Only you can be the only thief here. Yeah, on it. Alright. Come on, gang. Let's mosey. Hey! Where are you?
To get his stuff back, and to check out the situation.
I'd have thought that one would be obvious, but okay.
Sometimes we need to be like Netflix and explain to the audience.
Oh god, you heard about that initiative where they were thinking about making incredibly descriptive shows.
It's not
that
an
would
initiative,
basically
it's
tell
a
everything.
thing actually that happens. It explains a lot.
Let's go!
I mean, thankfully not every Netflix show is like that, like we feared, but yes, there are now some who do be that descriptive, which, hey, it's nice for people who are blind, but
Yeah, if you need to know the
otherwise-
description, it's your best solution, but I don't know, I'm pretty sure there are better ways. Also, yeah,
Yes, Uma.
aside of Kirin, bringing back the Kirin's outfit for Tifa, I also brought back Cloud's Christmas weapon, the neon signpost.
A lot of these combinations with the weapons and outfits are quite interesting.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, essentially, it seems like, no matter what weapon you use, you can more or less enhance it enough so that it's useful. So
Yes.
basically, you can dress and equip as you please without having to worry too much about stats.
Again, it was one of the selling points of this when it was announced. So back when it was, when we had the first trailer, I wonder how much they would have done about it. I was a bit skeptical, but no, the dev team is actually very committed to it. I appreciate that.
Thank you all so much.
It won't be long before this whole place is overrun by monsters.
Hey, why don't we check out the reactor? If there really is a den in there, destroying it might make a difference.
It's the monsters who made a home which is kind of not really a use for anyone else instead of just maybe some people moving. And I do get it. There are some old folk here who don't want to move as well, but still. I don't know. Wouldn't, building a wall at this point just be easier?
Sounds like a plan. Maybe I'll even get lucky and find some materia.
We are off to slaughter monsters, and of course the first thing you think of is filling your pockets.
Gotta think positive?
Cloud, you're obsessed with money too.
Well, that's because I actually do services that require payment.
Also, it's
Yeah,
a tongue-in-cheek reference in how in the original game you do get the Titan material out of the reactor. So... The next day, they head to the reactor in search of clues to Sephiroth's whereabouts. Thank you for the redundancy, I guess. So.
They find a sign saying Sephiroth was here, later losers.
XOXO.
This is worse than I thought. Look at it, it's a mess.
The grayscale is off the charts. Did Zack Snyder took over?
No, worse. Call of Duty, Final Fantasy collab.
Seeing it up close like this, I can imagine how awful the accident must have been.
Yeah, we better hope it's not like Chernobyl, otherwise we might all need to get tested.
I don't remember if Before Crisis showcased what happened or if it's still set after the explosion. It's been a while, admittedly. I don't know that in this specific section, Kasif is the one that helps the Turks going around.
Damn, Shinra! Destroying everything they touch!
Didn't you blow up a reactor building?
Yeah, but that was me doing it for a greater cause!
The greater cause.
You killed all the innocent factory workers.
Don't worry, Yuffie, you know, in the remake timeline, everything is squeaky clean because it's Shinra who has done it in place.
I think they also imply that they got the employees, or at least the innocent employees, out or something like that.
It's never mentioned.
They're all evacuated.
It's never mentioned, and considering the kind of, you know, even more unhinged behavior that people like Heidegger and the President do have, I find that very unlikely, Jova.
Good points raised.
How's that screeching?
That's the
Like
actual attack. It paralyzes one of your party members.
It sounds like that sound effect was ripped straight from the original PlayStation version.
Might be, but it does sound a bit different from what I remember. At least it's not the...
My Assassin's Creed powers compel you!
it's not based on... at least it's not the... meme sound effect. And, of course, here comes Scarlet and Tsang.
Is that Shinra?
No, it's Agent Smith.
Oh, this is Patrick.
No, it's John Wick. Who do you think it is?
Well, John Wick as a Turk might be an actual proper threat, so...
You see, it turns out John Wick actually hosted the Turks all those years ago.
Alright, they kind of changed a bit of Scarlet's dialogue for this. Check this out.
Is that Singh? Who's that woman with him?
Okay, to be fair, Aerith hasn't seen Scarlet yet, so...
Aerith? That's a very bad woman. The head of Shinra's arms development.
Also, wait a minute, Barrett talked about her in his backstory, she should know.
This isn't any good either.
I guess to be fair, she wasn't mentioned by name in the flashback, technically, so
I guess that's what
maybe Barrett didn't specify.
You only get junky materia from junky reactors. This reactor's a failure. What I'm looking for... is big. Large. Huge. Materia.
Oh.
Aha! Right.
She's gonna start screaming.
I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna say it.
Again, I'm sorry that saying can't provide you with that.
Doesn't have any materia.
You see any?
No, I haven't. I'll get it. I'll get on it right away.
You mean that materia or that materia?
Please. We can make the ultimate weapon if we only had some.
Remember, in the original, this sequence was just there to foreshadow the fact that huge materia exist, and it become a plot point of Disc 2. Although, as a reminder, during my very first run on my own as a kid, I completely bypassed Gongaga, so even this sequence was, I could not even trigger, so, oops.
Right, yeah, this is technically one of the more optional scenes.
I can't wait.
You sound so thrilled.
Listen, it's been a long day.
And look, any day with Scarlet probably is a long day, yeah.
But even if we made the perfect weapon, could that stupid Heidegger even use it?
Maybe if we press this button, you idiot, in big
This
letters.
is also a bit foreshadowing for the Proud Clad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I forgot he was your boss.
Bit of a before Crisis reference with how Heidegger kind of took over the Turks.
Again, the Turks needed a previous leader that Sang was responding to. I keep forgetting because we never gave a proper translated version of his name. But because of events that happened, that one has to step down his position and Heidegger took over. Not at all.
No offense taken.
Let's go.
Barrett is showing some really good self-restraint and not taking a snipe shot at her.
It's more of the fact that, as Cloud said, we need to gather information. Wow, they were just a few meters ahead.
What's Shinra up to now, and how did she not see us just because we were off screen?
Don't question it. It's fine.
Yuffie's ninja skills or something.
Did she say big, large, huge materia?
Yuffie.
I'll tell you when you're older.
What's that Red Dwarf clip? I believe everyone is bringing something to this conversation, but what you should bring is silence.
Let's go after them and get that big, huge, large materia before she
remember that.
does.
You're all just saying it for the funsies now.
Right
Maybe it's
behind
from
you.
another series. How do you propose chasing after a helicopter? And aren't we supposed to be looking for Sephiroth?
I don't know, you've got a Mugobot. Doesn't it have, like, jet boots or something in its feet?
The fuck is that your smoking cloud?
Opium.
You're a wee bitch.
Right. Let's split up and keep searching.
I'm too young.
This is not a horror story, Cloud.
Yuffie's too young. I don't know, drink a lemonade or something.
Lemonade.
The fizzy stuff, not that weird stuff that Americans call it.
Yuffie, why are you on top of a building?
Because
She
she's
says she's scouting.
like no leads here. Yuffie, why were you wasting your time aura farming on top of that tower?
You said to look. No materia either. That lady complained about the materia being junky, and she took all of them anyway.
Oh,
Bummer.
Yuffie.
She just can't make up her mind.
I'm glad you understand the plights we suffer when trying to figure out people who can't make up their
Someone said you
minds.
saw a black bull figure headed west.
Thank goodness Sephiroth is the only one who wears black.
There's clapping.
West? There's only one place they can be headed.
Disneyland!
Eric, why
No.
were you clapping?
You mean the
No.
home of planetology?
Indeed, Cosmo Canyon, my home.
Isn't it convenient? We're going to everyone's hometowns at some point.
Your home?
It's a small
And-
world after all. Yes, that's where my journey ends.
So we are going to Disney.
Yes, the happiest place on Earth.
Just don't go in the basement.
Lead the way, Red.
Now am I gonna pet?
What was that area? So,
I don't know.
Like, she
I
was
was just-
looking, but
I was just looking to see what difference there was between you two.
yeah, I
Not
don't,
Why were-
inside.
I,
No,
I
none-
don't
none
even
at all.
know why it's there
It
for.
looked-
Alright, tune in for the next part where we reach properly Cosmo Canyon. See you for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.